Hello and welcome, as today's date is that of the 2nd of July 2019. My name is Derek and this is the Money Charts channel. All bets, trades, and of the like within each's own risk and their own reward. Price action in here, this high of 13,000 was levels not seen in near a year and a half. January of 2018 levels when it reached north of 13,000 and above the Fibonacci line of 12,930 that has been resisted. Almost to the number, but definitely to the number on a Pierce lower. Price action today coming in at 96.51, and that would have been lows not seen in almost 2 weeks, 12-day lows. And now price action's in very close to 11,000. Now it is exactly that. Levels not seen in over 36 hours. Okay, whatever. All markets move up, markets move down. And it's got to get above the 18 average to at least attempt to revert the trend. Well, I guess it's attempting to revert the trend. How much higher are we going to go? A couple $100, I suppose. Let me just find out that exact number. What I'll do is I'll go to BTC USDT because that's where I have my other Fibonacci lines in, and they've been pretty decent as well. Popper back up 11,224. That's and a bit more than that. So here's the 98.33 hitting, and earlier today it was looking as if it was going to go further lower as we were hitting the resistance in here, but price action never did fall down, and then this move in here didn't take long for it to occur. When we take a look at this on the single hour, I'm just going to scroll her back this way and get as much data that I can, and then bring it back. There was a move right in here. So in here we had these levels of lower highs, lower lows. Each time it comes up to the 18, it's an attempt. It's a correctionary mode, and in a downtrend, an attempt to at least go sideways or revert it higher. And in this case, of course, it doesn't do it. In this case, not again. But in here, when it comes down to the 18 average of lows, it actually supports it. Coming back to the 18 average of highs, higher high, higher lows coming in. So short term, the market had already reverted, at least via that of the 1 minute. And then it just goes. When markets are ready to go, they can go. So you just can't see something here. Oh, it's broken this resistance. It's now multiple percentage gains now for the day. Maybe, but obviously that's what happened. But when markets go, and then how does it handle this move, at least via the short term? It has one small blip below the lows in here, but it wasn't for too much. Another small blip again. And since then, we've had, well, this is a lot of sideways correction at lunchtime, but then it goes higher. We can see that this support matched this level of resistance intraday. This level of resistance also matching the support, or the support match resistance. And now, of course, a little bit of choppy action after. We had a long sideways movement between the range of, we'll say, support at 10,006 and resistance between 888 and 942. That was duration of time from 1321, which is 1:21 p.m., upwards to about 8 p.m. So 6.5 hours or so of going sideways. It is now, of course, broken by that level. And off she goes some more. And it seems whenever these Bitcoin runs are going higher, the altcoins will go down. And for the most part, if the Bitcoin goes down at that time frame, well, maybe the altcoins will be going up. So right now, there's a good chance that a lot of these coins against Bitcoin, and this is 8:13 p.m. as I'm doing this, which means the new day starts right in here. So there's a good chance that a lot of the altcoins have a decent amount of percentage loss just in this time. Okay, we got Litecoin against Ethereum. That doesn't count. ARK against Bitcoin 2.5. Theta is down 3.2 now. GRS down 2.6. Komodo down 1.7. GoChain down 1.8. Neo down 1.7. Ripple 1.5. Oh, I did that one. As far as the gainers, of course, Bitcoin's going to be on that list, as we can see here. Litecoin's up against the dollar, but it's only up 0.75%, which means, of course, it's losing up against that of Bitcoin. Gold and silver having productive days today. Just a quick look at to show you what happened with gold. Just a little bit of a comeback to where we came from on the one. But as far as its daily chart is concerned, lifting off very nicely amongst its 18 average, and that's a pretty strong setup as it's managed to get up to previous high. As far as the Canadian outlook on that, is it not as high, but close enough. But it's breaking out as well. And of course, this monthly term setup is where it gets very, very interesting because it looks to me as well, it's already gotten past this level in here, getting past this next one. That's the same thing with the United States market. It's in a high level where it should go up big. So coincidentally, I wouldn't be surprised if they go up together. But that's just a quick little bonus amongst the subject for what we see here with Bitcoin. And amongst, let's just take a look at this on Bitstamp here so I can go to the longer term time frame, which is where we are, the monthly. So it's a new month, it's the second day. And now the question is, after having a statement breakout June month, is it able to hold it, extend it, any of those two items? And we don't know the answer to it yet. It's the second day only. And if it's going to just a hang in there type of spot, like a pause move is where it just pretty much does not much, most certainly an inside period of lower volatility. And that would be a situation where maybe a high of about 1245 and a low of about maybe 8600. That would be the area of a pause. If we start to see any type of rallying closing up towards this, say for example you get a green candle that ends up like this. I can't draw it in too well, but if it has a nice little green candle up, just a little bit of gain like that, that would be just nice continuation amongst not extreme volatility. And if extreme volatility comes into play, if we just take a look at some of the great moves, this green size candle, it doesn't look all that big. The May one, which is up 62%. When I consider there's several of them from this low, and you have these ones, but what are the biggest ones since the last bottom? Well, we have 62% month here, a 40%, which was before that a 54, before that a 48, before that a 65. We have a 70 in here. What was this one? A 31. But this one, I mean, maybe we'll never get a 450% or 5.5x. If at 5.5x now, we're talking at about over 60,000. If we get like a 50% move from here, well, a half of 1100 would, or 11,000 either way, would be 550. So if we add 550 onto this, we're talking about 16,000 high change. Would be about a 50% move. If you're talking in the 60s, now you're talking about getting near the previous height, about 17,000, 18,000 ballpark area. And if we double up, we'd be making, of course, new highs. But now that the price action is above the 18 average, that's where I give myself the benefit of the doubt big time for the buyers in control of this market. They didn't lose control in here, although that was what reversal of trend would be. And I'd like to complete this video now, so thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.